What a blowout. Even the most diehard Notre Dame fans never would have predicted a game like this, with Notre Dame dominating, leaving Michigan completely scoreless. WSBT Sports Director Pete Byrne live now outside of Notre Dame Stadium with the latest. Pete, this is one for the books, that's for sure.
Yeah, Diane, I think you said it perfectly. Not a surprise that Notre Dame wins this football game, which, by the way, just went final 31-0. But the big surprise is by how much they won this football game. They've dominated pretty much from the middle of the first quarter on, had a very comfortable lead at halftime. And in the final game that these two teams might ever play, certainly the final game that it appears they will play for a long time, Notre Dame walks off the field with a blowout victory. And these are going to be some pretty sweet bragging rights to carry along with them for a while. Now, we can't show you highlights of the game just yet because NBC has not signed off the network coverage, but just a few things that stood out to me. First of all, offensively, the emergence of a couple of wide receivers for Notre Dame. One, sophomore Will Fuller, who caught a touchdown, caught close to a dozen passes today, played brilliantly in the bright lights against what we thought was going to be a pretty formidable opponent in Michigan. And then senior Amir Carlisle, who moved from running back last year to the slot receiver position this year. He had a hard time catching the football last year. He was brilliant tonight. Several catches over the middle, in traffic, had the first 2 touchdowns of his college football career tonight. All of those integral parts of Notre Dame's dominant win tonight. The other thing is the Notre Dame defense. They looked decent last week against Rice and only giving up 17 points. I never would have imagined they would have been able to shut out Michigan like they did tonight. They pressured the quarterback. They forced him into mistakes. 4 turnovers in all tonight the Notre Dame defense forced. Hard to run against them. All in all, we've seen a very solid football team, Diane, and probably the thing that's impressed me most about Notre Dame through 2 games, they haven't made hardly any mistakes. They've committed just 4 penalties through 2 football games, which is amazing given the caliber of competition they've played, and they have yet to turn the football over. Those are 2 recipes that usually equal chalk and win in the win column, and they've done it tonight in impressive fashion. Again, Notre Dame victorious here at Notre Dame Stadium tonight, 31-0. The game has just gone final. Carl Deffenbaugh is going to have all the highlights for you coming up in a few minutes in sports, and I'll be back with more reaction from a Notre Dame win over their rivals, the Michigan Wolverines, that, as you mentioned, is going to be awfully sweet because who knows how long it'll be before they play again.